Ah, yes. The great outdoors. I ain't made a video lately. It's been pretty ugly around here. It's like fucking 5 degrees right now. Got snow every goddamn where. Got the old C-10 sitting here fucking dormant. I ain't been getting much done lately. It's hard to function in this shit for me. I'm from Louisiana. It's cold weather. It just don't rub me right. Here's my old 63 Super Duty 421 Catalina. Pretty good old car. It will live again. Got a S-10 here. It's on the chopping block. It's gonna get the full transformation. God damn, that wind's a bitch. Got your 85 Trans Am here. Looking a little snowed in. Man, that wind just fucking me up. Old C-10 ain't been started in about a week. Turn the battery on, see if it's started. Damn. Yeah, it's 5 degrees out here. This motherfucker, it usually starts right up, but this is extraordinary circumstances. It's extremely harsh. And they, god damn it, it ain't been started in a week. Can't see shit. Alright, good job. Oh shit. That wasn't so bad. It's 5 degrees out here. Ain't been started in a week. Got a full race carburetor on it. No choke. Got a modified HEI ignition. Shit. Light in this bitch. Holy shit. Got there 0 degrees. Tow truck's dependable as hell. People think these old carbureted fucking old school engines are undrivable in the winter and shit. Nobody jumping on the EFI bandwagon because fucking Joe Blow did it, so all the fucking Jeep tend to follow each other. But if you know how to work on a fucking carburetor, can't beat them. Can't beat them. Make the most horsepower. Simple as hell. I mean, this fucking thing don't even have a choke or nothing. It's full race fucking carburetor. Sitting on a Super Victor intake. Dark Pro 1 200cc cylinder heads that had a little work done to them. It's got a pretty good sized comp hydraulic roller cam in it. It's about 10.8 to 1 compression, 355. Started out as a Vortec. It's a Vortec block and crank, but everything else has been changed. It's got JE pistons, fucking scat rods. It's balanced. Scorpion roller rockers and shit. I think these are PSI springs in these heads. So the truck runs pretty damn good. It'll surprise you. Old 350. People think they're fucking slugs, but they're not. Maybe the 150 horse small Gara versions were a little to be desired, but all the aftermarket shit available for them these days make them into whatever the fuck you want to make them into. Look at there, already fucking idles. Temperature ain't come up a fucking bit. There's my bolts. Fucking lights out on my oil pressure gauge, but this thing holds pretty robust oil pressure. I use AMSOIL. Like 1540 in it. Some of the best fucking oil you can use. Shit's expensive though, but you can run it longer than twice as long as your typical fucking oil. So it's good shit. I'm sold on it. I just hate paying for that shit. Cold natured, but this fucker will tack $7,000 effortlessly. That's with hydraulic roller cam, but it's got the comp short travel fucking lifters in it that they'll extend the RPM range a little bit, at least 500 more RPM, maybe 1,000 over stock type shit. So it wasn't that bad either. I mean, you can pick up a set of them short travel comp lifters, about $300. So they don't break the fucking bank. We got about 120 now. Got no heater, no radio, no air conditioner, no power steering, no power brakes, no carpet, roll up fucking window cranks. Every fucking thing in this motherfucker's manual. It's the way I like it. This cane came from the factory with no carpet. This was ordered specially to be a construction site truck. That's what it was for like 30 fucking years. It's only got 38,000 miles on it. But I traded a pair of big block Chevy heads for this truck. So I would have sold them heads for probably $300 or $400 for the pair at the time. So I paid equivalent of $300 or $400 for this truck. But I've got probably $15,000+ into redoing it, upgrades. I've been all through this motherfucker. All the suspensions new, rebuilt, new engine, fucking trans is fucking fresh. Rear end's completely fucking rebuilt. 410 gear with a Detroit locker. I think it was a Yukon. Got aftermarket axles and shit in it. I think they're 30s spline. But I got everything taken out of this truck it don't need. So it's 3,500 pounds or less. So it's a hell of a lot lighter than it appears. Pretty fucking quick too. It ain't worth the shit on the highway because it's a low geared motherfucker. I got a big ass truck transmission in it now. I got a BorgWarner Super T10 Ford. I got an older BorgWarner. And I got a fucking turbo 400 and a 350 turbo. They all swap in this motherfucker pretty easy. I got an aftermarket transmission cross member in it. So it's, but for pulling trailers and shit, and that's what I mainly use this thing for, hauling blocks to the machine shop and pulling trailers and shit. So I got the big monster truck transmission, which when I was gonna make this a super stock 2-wheel drive pulling truck, that's the transmission of choice for that shit. Part of the reason I wanted it. At night, I hate to crack it back too hard. call the fucking law. Get this battery, a little juice in it. It's been awful fucking cold here lately, and it's been snowing for fucking days and no end in sight. Let's fucking get down close to 0 degrees. It was 5 earlier. It feels colder now than it did then, plus the fucking wind's blowing, so intensifies the effect. You know, we got about 150 degrees showing. Get it up by 160 anyway. Burned all the condensation out of the engine. Fucking get it up to temperature to burn that water out. Unless you want your oil to turn into a milkshake. It's not good to start your engine, let it run for a minute, never let it come up to temperature, because all that condensation in the engine stays in water form, gets in your fucking oil and shit. Check your oil and it looked like you got a blowed head gasket or something. So I like to get my shit up to temperature to burn that shit out. It's got a roller cam in it, so I ain't worried about fucking idling a flat tapping cam for long periods of time. It's got some pretty good shit in this fucking engine, but so I didn't put a big full race cam. It's a comp. What is it? A XC294HR or XR294HR, some shit like that. It ain't real fucking big. It's like 242, 248 at 50. 110 lobe separation, of course. It's a comp. And it's like 540, 560 lift. But it's actually streetable as hell. It's fucking relatively mild by my standards. And it'll fucking pull to 7 grand, no problem. Alright, enough of this fucking cold motherfucker. Damn. This shit's hard to deal with. Oh. God damn, I'm getting too old for this shit. Alright. Trek through the snow around here to the garage. There's, you probably can't see it, but it's my poor Blazer. It was a force to be reckoned with back in its day. It'll live again. But I got it tucked away back here, fucking ain't doing it no favors. Yeah, little Blazer was pretty fun ride. So I'd like to put a big block in that motherfucker and make it the Blazer it needs to be. I ain't weeks. Everything appears as it did. Poncho heads. So much work to do out here. There's my, what the hell is that? 357 under there. Here's my new acquisition. This is a 1972 4-bolt main. 355 now, it's 30 over. It's 0 decked, 9-inch. It's all fucking square decked and bored with and honed with torque plates and shit. It's got the works. It's just been too cold to fuck with it, and I don't like washing engines when it's fucking 0 degrees outside and shit. I need to hit it with a wire cup, wash it off, paint that son of a bitch, and bolts are rusty, but I got new bolts and shit. I'm gonna run a mallet and windage tray on it. This is a damn good block here. Got a nice scat crank for it, and H-beam rods, and there's got a tab for screwing old plugs and shit. This is a good 72 350. So I got new main bolts and shit that accommodate a stud girdle, or a windage tray, should I say. And it's 0 decked, 9-inch, bored 30 over, honed with torque plates. That's a good block. I need to clean it up, and I think I'm gonna paint this thing just new cast gray. Brass freeze plugs and shit. Gold oil pan, gold timing cover. I just bought some hogged out phase 2 Bowtie heads from back in the day. They've had the shit ported out of them. They're 210cc intake runner, flow 307 CFM on the intake, and like 226 on the exhaust. They're 55cc chambers. They're pretty fucking nice heads. They were some old stock car oval track shit from back in the day, but they'll work fine for what I'm doing here. So that's the heads going on here, and then I'll probably use a dart intake or a Super Victor. I don't know, just start fitting up my intakes and figure out which one fits it the best. This 9-inch deck height and the milled heads and shit gets kind of funny, so I have to just see what fits it, and if I don't have one that'll fit it, I have to get it milled and make it fit. 1972, this is when they still put the fucking metal in these things. I'm gonna build it up as a badass NA fucking small block Chevy. Got a 630 lift, solid roller, 260, 270, 50, 106 load separation. So what's going in it? And it'd be about 11.5 to 1 compression with flat tops. Running on pump gas. 93. And it won't detonate. Run about 32 degrees total timing. It drive it every fucking day. That big ass roller cam though, them roller lifters, you gotta keep your eye on them. They have a limited run time before they wear out, and fucking needle bearings come apart in them. Fuck up your whole engine. So you gotta watch that shit when running a solid roller and a street engine. But that's what this is gonna be, a street strip rowdy motherfucker. It'll make over 550 horse, no problem. Probably closer to 600 NA. I'd like to put a tunnel ram on it, but I'll probably end up with Super Victor. Or I'm looking at them Holly 300 110s. They've been catching my eye lately. I'm thinking about getting one of them and trying on it. Chad Spears seems to like them quite well, so I trust his opinion on shit. He says it's about the best single 4-barrel all-around intake for these 23-degree small blocks, so I'll probably go with that. Chad Spear, pretty slick dude. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. There's my old 357 there, freezing its ass off. Got all these fucking engines to put together. It's just so goddamn cold out here, it's hard to function. Here's my 455 Oldsmobile to a G-body Cutlass swap headers. Them are hard to come by. I paid a shitload of money for them about 30 fucking plus years ago. Couldn't imagine what they'd go for now. Probably $1,500 fucking dollars. But all my engines in waiting. They're all waiting on their turn. I was going to use these dart heads on that 355 over there, but I'm going to have to run offset rockers and lifters and shit, and the price of that shit. I was able to buy these Bowtie heads that'll work with the Harley Sharps I'm planning on using, so, and still came out cheaper, so I went that route instead, and I'll get the offset rockers and shit and use them dart heads on another block.